Welcome back to Get Real. It is now the month of April, which is just, this year's flying by, but a very exciting month here on Hilton Head. So let's take a very quick look at what the market is doing right now. Inventory is down about 22% from this time last year, which is actually quite shocking. Closed sales are down 4.3% from last year. Crazy. And the interesting thing with that is that pending sales are now up. So that's a future look ahead at what closed sales are going to be doing. Those will be going up. So anyways, prices roughly the same, a little bit of an increase, but nothing notable, I would say. And then our absorption rate is sitting at about 4.8 months, which is making us still a seller's market. So that is essentially the market stats right now. So really, what does this mean? Like I said, it's a seller's market. Buyers are intentional. Yes. They have less to choose from, but we're not in that frenzy. It's more of a very intentional, selective process for buyers.
Very much so.
A lot more selective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
Yes, that's the thing. Like, we're all extremely busy, right?
Yes.
With showings, whether showings on a listing or showings with buyers. It's super active out there, which is what we would expect for this time of year. But I think it's all about pricing.
Yeah.
It's all about pricing.
Mm-hmm.
And it really is all about pricing. And the kind of, we've talked about in the last podcast, but just like the homes and repairs and all that, like that's huge right now. I feel like that's all I hear about from other realtors as well.
Yeah, and when we talk about like getting a home ready to list, that is so important because deferred maintenance right now, which we're talking about, we talked last time about inspections and everything. Deferred maintenance is it is an issue in general, but it's really becoming an issue.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is, buyers are digging their feet in the ground about that.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're thinking about selling, it's extremely important you either get things attended to prior to listing, or you get real and you price it correctly, right?
Yeah.
Get real.
Get real.
Yeah.
It's always good to have like a pre-listing inspection, I think, especially right now.
Never a bad idea.
No.
Yeah.
Never a bad idea. Now, all of this is happening as we head into one of the biggest weeks here on the island, RBC Heritage. Everybody have their tickets?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Excited.
They're getting pricier by the day.
Yes.
And
They
harder
are.
to find.
Keep going up.
So if you haven't gotten yours yet, you better hurry up.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, if you don't know kind of the backstory on RBC Heritage, it's a huge part of Hilton Head, and
Best week of the year.
It's the best.
It
week
really
of the
is.
year.
It's so much fun.
All eyes are on our little island, and not only is it the best week of the year for the community, for the island, for the county, but for South Carolina as a state. I think it's our biggest revenue generating event for the state, and
crazy.
so it's pretty neat. Like back in say '69, this was a relatively unknown place.
Oh my gosh.
And Charles Frazier, the visionary and developer of the island, took a chance and brought this PGA tournament to Harbortown Golf Links. And once Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus showed up, everyone started paying attention. Little fun fact, I was at the very first Heritage. So
Were you?
I was.
Wow.
Now, do I remember it? No. But I was there. I was there in
I didn't
tow.
know that.
Yep,
Oh my God.
I was there in tow with my parents. So,
That's so cute.
I know, kind of funny. I've been looking for those photos. I can't
Yeah.
find them. But anyways, so now RBC Heritage draws like over 100,000 people each
Oh, I
year.
bet.
It's crazy.
Especially now that it's a bigger tournament.
Yeah.
It's got a bigger purse. So.
And we feel that on the
Oh my
island,
gosh.
don't
Yeah.
we?
The traffic around the circle, it's like, like you gotta plan if you're going
You
somewhere.
gotta get there early.
Don't you feel like, though, I feel like every year, and it starts probably earlier than most people realize. But the preparation for the tournament, when months and months, and when you start seeing the all the stands and everything being put together, and this starts in like, I don't know, maybe February.
Right after the start of the year.
Yeah, January,
they start
maybe.
building the bleachers and
Yeah.
getting the course. They shut the course down and start getting it prepped. And
Or when the
ready,
BMWs come.
Yeah.
I know,
That's when
they're
you-
there.
Yeah.
They're there.
That's when you
BMWs
know.
are for the players.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the South Carolina plant,
Yeah.
which is also very cool. But it's like this momentum that builds, and you know, having lived here 31 years, watching this transition over time, and seeing Sea Pines, you know, you can start seeing like all the landscaping is fresh and improved, and it's just like this huge presentation to
Those-
the world.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
our island, and it's exciting, don't you
It's
think?
super exciting. Those sprinklers are going 24/7. We are using lots of water right now. But no, it's beautiful. It
Yeah.
really is stunning right now.
Yeah,
all over the island.
I think it's very exciting this year that we have Scotty Scheffler coming back as our champion from last year. It's always, you know, everybody's always excited to see him out there on the course, and you know, it's always a great draw. So,
It is.
I'm just curious. This is kind of off real estate, but what is your best memory from an RBC Heritage tournament over the years? Anybody?
You've been to a lot more than I have.
Yeah, I mean, I'd just say like growing up, getting autographs, going there early, earlier
And that
in the
would
week.
be on the like Wednesday when it's like
Yeah, like Tuesday, Wednesday. It's probably
it's a great time to take kids.
Best time to take kids.
Dad
yeah.
used to take you.
Especially now that you get like the winner of the Masters is coming to play. So it's a lot bigger tournament, bigger names. So it's cool.
And the
to go out
purse is
there, yeah.
higher, so-
yeah, the purse is a lot higher.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's cool. I think you probably still have some of your signed flags and hats.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. What about you, Bailey?
I remember a couple years ago, I moved here. I didn't even know what it was. You know, everyone's telling me how big it is. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, how big is it gonna be? You know. But I remember doing because all the boats come in, so we were going from like boat to boat to boat,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, just the amount of money that comes in. I mean, we were just talking about it, but it's crazy. It was a lot of fun though, and you meet so many great people there. You know, obviously being on Hilton Head, we know a lot of the same people that obviously live here, but there's so many people coming from other areas of the country. Yeah. So it's fun to meet people.
It's very true.
Yeah.
It's funny, I feel like I've gone through phases at the tournament. So when the kids were really little, we'd put them in the strollers because it's very family friendly, and
Yes.
as long as nobody was cranky, we were okay. But we used to, you know, walk the course with friends, cousins that would come into town. And then I went through the phase where I ran the Montessori booth, where we did the food and all of that kind of stuff. So spent years, I didn't run it every year, but but I worked it every year. And so it became more of like participation from that perspective. There is so much work that goes into these booths and these vendors, and they put in so much time and effort and sweat equity. It's amazing, but it is a great fundraiser for a lot of the local schools here. So make sure you always stop by those booths. But then we kind of took a break for a few years and didn't go, and started going maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. And it's just like so different. It's so busy and so much on a higher scale everything is, and it's just such a fun time to be out there. It's so beautiful, and there's, like you said, I mean, so many people around, and it's fun because you see clients out there.
Yes.
You see, you know, friends, family, all kinds of stuff. So anyways,
If you haven't been, 17, 18 is a great spot to hang out and meet a lot of great people as well. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good time.
It's congested around 16, 17, 18.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's good. I don't know if I mentioned, but so this tournament roughly generates about $135 million for the state of South Carolina.
That's
so
crazy.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's neat. I mean, everyone is seeing Hilton Head at its best. You know,
Most beautiful time.
Also, the cool thing is when people are out there and they're walking the course and they're like, that don't live here, don't own property here, their mind starts going, right?
Starts taking you.
Oh yeah.
Like, wow, could I live here? Wow, I'd love to live here. Oh, it'd be amazing to live here. I want to vacation here more.
Yeah.
I want to buy a piece of property, and it's like the momentum begins. And it's not like people are out there that week. I feel like it's not a popular week to buy necessarily. So for those of you, keep that in mind because that presents opportunity for you as a buyer. But then I feel like it really like kicks off into interest and everything. So
I remember I was this was 2 years ago. I was visiting a friend in DC, and I was talking to this group of people, and they were like, "Oh, where do you live?" And I'm like, "Hilton Head." They were like, "We were just there. I can't believe you live where the Heritage is. We had such a good time." Like, people just freak out over it. It's very funny.
It's so true. So Davis, I'd love your perspective here, like from golf lifestyle. You know, what does this mean for our island outside of kind of what we've talked about? I mean, what are you seeing from buyers specifically, like after they come for Heritage? What do you
I think they get a lot more interested. I mean, they definitely, you know, if they don't own a place here and they check that week how much they paid for a rental, it definitely is like, wow. I mean, that's a great week to rent your property, boost your numbers a little bit. So definitely gets people interested in that aspect. But I mean, just the lifestyle and like you said, everybody has so much fun. Like it is a week just full of fun. Everybody's happy, having a great time. The island is absolutely packed. Like every restaurant.
Yes.
If you don't have reservations now, like good luck getting into anywhere because it is so packed.
It's true.
Like every seat is taken all hours after 4 o'clock. You know, the bars are all packed. Like everything is just slammed. So I mean, everybody sees how much fun it is, and I mean, their kids have fun. If their kids are here, they have fun. Doesn't matter any age. So I mean, I think it's just like spikes a lot of interest of like, how do we get here? You know, how do we spend this time of the year here on Hilton Head? So I think it after April, I mean, you start seeing a lot of people looking and that just came or have been here in prior years. But yeah, I mean, I think it just piques a lot of interest, people trying to figure out how they can either live here or get a second home, rental property, figure out how they can make it work.
Right. I definitely agree.
Totally.
Bailey, from your side, what are you seeing like from buyer energy out there? I know you had a lot of buyers last week in town, and you've been busy showing. What are you seeing people kind of what we talked about? Are they jumping, you know, all hands and feet in, or are they taking their time?
I'm seeing more so taking their time. What's great is a lot of my buyers absolutely know like where and what spot they want to be in. It really is just finding that perfect property, waiting for that perfect property to come on. But what's super interesting is I've had a lot of new people that have actually been to the island maybe once or twice, and social media and all that being talked about on Hilton Head is making people want to purchase a property on Hilton. I have someone coming in this week. They have a pre-approval in hand. They've been to the island once, and they're like dying to get something on Hilton Head because it's just talked about so much, you know? So it's funny. It's all over the place, but it's not a frenzy, that's for sure. But people are not stopping wanting to buy here, which is good. which is really good for sellers.
Land is always going to be here. We are in such a beautiful area of the country in general. And I too have had, quite a few people actually that are like, I don't know where I want to be. I just want to be in the low country, and I'll ask when they've come to visit and where they've stayed or what they've done. And in some cases it's, I've never been there. I just know this is where I want to be. So, anyways, it's definitely, the market is hot, you guys. It's busy. Prices are still going up.
Yep.
It's the most exciting time of the year here.
Yep.
So,
and it's Masters Week.
And it's Masters Week
right
this
now.
week.
Yeah.
Yep. So for all
Masters
you
Week.
golfers out there, we know this is like, we got the Final Four, we got the Masters, and then we have RBC Heritage.
A lot is going on.
By the way, we didn't even mention this, but we just wrapped up Easter week. And I feel like it was the busiest week on the island for Easter that it's been in years.
Y'all, that was nuts.
It was it was
all week
really
long.
busy. And to top that off, we had the most amazing weather. So the beaches,
beautiful.
it was we really shined
great
bright
weekend.
this past week. So anyway, we thank you guys so much for joining us. And if we can ever answer questions for you, either put them in the comments or reach out to us directly. And if you have a minute to hit that subscribe button, we would really appreciate it. So that's all we got here on Real Talk.